Hello, hello. Yeah, that was the most unflattering shot of my face. But let me tell you a story real quick. On Friday, I thought I was 15 years old again or something because I did a full body workout, pushing myself to the limit. And tell me why my friend told me, let's go dancing, and I went. And that was only 4 hours after that workout. So I basically had to rest 48 hours before getting back to the gym, and I am very stiff here. So today we're gonna get on the floor and we are gonna work on mobility and flexibility, focusing on the hips and legs. So I started with downward facing dog pose to start stretching out those hamstrings, and I was walking them a bit, and now I'm going into a lunge position. You can always regress this by leaving your knee down on the floor, and you certainly do not have to stretch your arm up like I'm doing here, but you totally can. That will give you an extra stretch. Also help with your back. Here, putting that knee down because, like I told you, I'm not feeling too stretchy right now. And then we're just gonna come up and take this opportunity to also stretch our back. Okay, this is helping hamstrings, quads, and also with the back waist area. Okay, now I'm gonna get back on the floor, lift again, go back to downward facing dog to get a little bit more stretch, and change positions to the other leg. Now, as you can see here, I had to help myself, and that's normal, that's fine. You just go to the level that you're at in the moment. Here, opening my chest again to the other side. What you do to one side, you should do to another. So, same thing we did on my left side, we're doing on my right side now. Now it was fun to go dancing in the weekend, not gonna lie. I hadn't gone out dancing in probably like a year. I don't remember when was the last time. I absolutely do not have any regrets, but you gotta pay the price, girl, especially when you're a girl after 40. I'm actually 45 and a half. No. In all seriousness, I love life after 40. I think that now I'm fooling myself, but you gotta pace yourself, girl, and I forgot all about that. All right, so now we're gonna take a seat and we're gonna go into the 90-90 position. What that means is you're doing a 90-degree with each knee, one in front of you, one behind you. And you can just leave it there, hold the position, or you can do a little twist like I did towards the side of the front leg. I don't know if that's left or right at this point. And you can even go forward and stretch, get that stretch a little more. That is helping me so much with my glutes because I don't know why we don't give enough attention to our glutes when it comes to wellness. Everybody want to grow their glutes, but are you getting massages? Are you getting stretching on those glutes? That is very important. So now I'm in the middle doing this butterfly pose that I call it. Again, stretching forward, getting that good stretch on my thighs, my hips, and my glute. And what we do to one side, we're going to do to the other side. I know. Let's take a deep breath here. It's okay to slow down for a bit. And if you want to, just take this video to the gym next time you go. You can do this before or after any of your leg days or as part of your mobility and stretching routine. Now we're going to go back into the center and going to go similar to the 99 position, but this time we're doing dynamic movements, moving those hips like wipers side to side. Basically, you just put your foot down on the ground and move your knees left to right over and over. This is gonna show you the level of flexibility you have on your hips, and you might find that it's not a lot. I am still struggling with this movement. I don't get it 100% perfect yet, but it has helped loosen up my hips, we spend most of our days sitting down. So it is very, very important that we move our hips and that we work back on getting that flexibility. Now we're gonna do some raw foam rollers exercises. This is another way to work on your mobility and your flexibility. And it's also like getting a massage. Okay, so here I'm starting with my glutes first. Find a way to sit on the roll, and you're gonna go back and forth flexing your knees. Try to get it from the lower part of the glute to the upper part of the glute. And repeat this 5, 10 times, 15 times, depending on how much time you have available. You want to do this on and on. Once we're done with that, we're going to move on to our thighs. Just sit on the floor and let's work half, the upper half of the thighs first, because I think it would be too much to do the whole thigh. Plus, I'm getting support from my arms, and you need to have some balance while you're doing this. So take it easy. It's not a contest. Once you're done rolling the top part of your thighs, then you can move it down from half of your thigh to your knee area, on and on, back and forth, as many times as you can sustain the position. And whenever you're doing this, try to keep your core engaged for stability. And last but not least, we're gonna do our calves. Now, at this point, I think I was very tired doing this, and I was trying to do both calves at the same time, but I was truly, truly struggling. So that's when I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do one leg at a time with this. But I was pretty much over this exercise, not gonna lie. So here I go, finding a way to stay seated on the floor instead of supporting myself with my arms, because like I said, I was tired already. So here we have the second calf, just a little massage here. This is a way of working on that flexibility by providing that relaxation, mobility that your body needs. Oh, and don't forget your inner thigh. This is very important, especially when it comes to that hip mobility. The muscles around the joints are what determine the flexibility, the mobility range of those joints. So this is why we work on our muscles. I've been working on do that during this mini session. All the muscles that are around my joints, that are around my hips, like my glutes, my thighs, all the muscles that are around my knees, like quads, hamstrings, and calves. Hope you enjoy. Bye.